turns. He's right on 50 on the boundary.
The match at Moorabbin provided an opportunity for one of two battling teams to take some badly needed points. Home team St Kilda was in 11th spot with just 2 wins, while Melbourne, vastly improved from last year, had scored 3 wins in the first half of the season for 9th position. Both have shown glimpses of better things to come. Melbourne's form has been a shade better, but even top sides have had trouble with St Kilda at Moorabbin. We joined Peter Booth and Ian Cleland 14 minutes into the second term.
Plenty of interchanges going on here in this game. Oh, free kick against young Cowie, and we'll go to Crackers, who's playing a very good, solid game for Melbourne. There's his good kick to a good lead from Brian Wilson, who's killing St Kilda in the centre. He got the ball out the gaunt. He drives up towards the half-forward line. It doesn't bounce too well, except for Gerard Healy. By Breen will have to pick it up in a hurry. He does. Drives it wide to the flank, but Robbie Flower will be first there. Will the ball keep in play for him, though? Yes, he keeps it, and will give a hand pass back here to young McCarthy. He's caught with it. St Kilda out of trouble, and the ball's kicked by Alfredson back to the centre wing.
Gaunt gets, well, not a bad bounce. He's still got it in front of him. Plays it well. He needs support. Gets it from Wilson. Oh, he's had a million possessions. Now it's Stephen Nick, in fact. Long kick. Trevor Barker's there. Jackson. Oh, great mark by Jackson. Used his body beautifully, and Barry Breen concedes it was a good mark by going straight back on the mark and throwing his hands in the air. He's been on 1 minute. He was sparring with himself on the boundary before he went on. He was in a real fighting mood, like the big heavyweight title. And he has kicked it. It's a goal. So 1 goal in 1 minute for Jacko, and have a look at this. And who's he remonstrating to? Barassi. Nobody. Oh, probably Barassi.
It's life galore down here at St Kilda, with Melbourne leading 46-34. Wilson's got it. Jackson led for it, called for it, and he's got it again. Oh. Greg Chappell at first slip couldn't have done better than that. Drives for goal. Well, I think he's missed this time. There won't be any fingers signed this time. So he's kicked 1 goal, 1 in a matter of 2 minutes.
Melbourne 47, St Kilda 34. 16 minutes in the second quarter. From Barker's kick in, the ball is out of bounds. He certainly has livened up that forward line. Mark Jackson, McGlashan being taken off to make way for Jackson. Now Keenan, Cowie, Cunningham's gone out of the game since quarter time. Has grabbed across the shoulder. No kick for that. The scoop on by O'Sullivan, just gaining Melbourne more, probably 6 or 7 metres. And there'll be a ball up right on the boundary line. Half-forward flank about 55 metres out from goal. Now Keenan, he wants a call from somebody. No one gave him the call, and he put it straight at his feet, and the ball trickles out of bounds. Where were the Rovers?
It's on the half-forward flank for Melbourne. And we see Blease. Sarua's off the ground, remember. Jackson tried to thump the wall. There's a goal coming up to Melbourne. Brian Wilson again, and I think that's his second goal in a matter of a few minutes, and easily the best man on the ground up to this stage of the game.
At the 18-minute mark in the second quarter, the Demons going away now. They lead by 53 points to 34. St Kilda going forward through Mace. Brown took too much time. A ball up near the point of the square. The Saints into attack, and their supporters in the background saying you're playing like a bunch of school kids as they sip their coffee and eat their sandwiches. There's the bounce, a perfect one too. Keenan gets it nicely down to O'Sullivan. Doesn't travel very far. Mace almost got his head pulled off. O'Sullivan again still battling. Thought he might have interfered with that St Kilda player. Handball across, ends up with Cunningham. In towards half forward. Mace out by himself this time. Down towards Scott. Punch away by Smith. Player being held. Oh, that was touch and go. St Kilda free kick. And it's Packham. About 30 metres out from goal. Wilson's had 17 hand passes, 7 marks and 8 kicks in the game so far. Now Packham has kicked 1 goal too, and the Saints really need this one. Oh, it's a cross. It is, in fact. It's a behind. He's tally 1 goal 3. St Kilda 5-5. Melbourne 7-11.
20 minutes gone in the second quarter, and it's 35-53 in favour of the Demons, as Robbie Flower judged it to perfection, then gives a hand pass back to teammate, and that was Dale Dixon. Gee, that wasn't a very good piece of hand play, though. But fortunately, it's got away for them as the ball's down towards the half-forward line. Kicked off the ground by Cowie. It's back towards Melbourne. It looks like Johnson on this occasion. Johnson kicks it back to the half-forward line. Hutchison is there. But the bounce favours Fiddler, a very good player for St Kilda. And he's found Mace at between centre and centre half-forward. Steadies, drives it. Oh, it's not a good kick.
Shocker.
But a great mark to Scott. Didn't want to interfere with his opponent in front and was very careful not to do that, and full marks to him. Mind you, he's a lot taller than his opponent at the time. He's already kicked 2 goals. Let us see if he can kick his third. Oh, it looks good. Given it a chance. Now he's missed.
Melbourne 53, St Kilda 36. Gaunt playing the loose man well. Up towards Wilson, got a push in the back, will take the free kick. Half-back flank. Second quarter, 21 minutes in. It's been a good quarter for Melbourne. They've added 4 goals, 6 to St Kilda's 2 goals, 4. Up to half-forward. Hutchison, 18. Could have been slightly retarded then when going for the ball on the second time. Players going down, picked up by Johnson. Flower, open goal, or over the top to Healy. No, he'll go deep. Jackson with a hand pass. The big fellow, oh, he thought about a hand pass, delayed it too long. Fires, and he's kicked his second goal in about 7 minutes of play since he came on the ground.
Melbourne, 59-36. That's 8-11 to 5-6. Duperuzal searches his way and finds the passage down towards the forward line. Packham. But I wouldn't back it in. He's missed 2 easies before. He's kicked 1-3. They need this desperately because they trail by 3 goals, 5. Because Melbourne's very good play in this second quarter with their better understanding, teamwork, handball has been too good for St Kilda. Let us see if this youngster can find the middle. He has. Looks good. Packham's second goal.
Nearly 24 minutes in the second quarter. It's been a great quarter by Melbourne. They lead by 59 points to 42. Bit of a stalemate there. A ball up. Blease in ruck with Keenan. Blease wins. Punched away. Cowie. Hodges. Scott. He led Smith underneath the ball just far enough to give himself enough room to double back and pluck it in. Malcolm Blight is a master of that. It's his 5th mark. Scott fires for goal. And that's his 3rd. St Kilda's 2nd goal in 2 minutes, and they're right back in the game now. They trail by only 11 points.
They're getting away. There's the kick by Breen. And it hit Mace on the head. Now, that player came off the interchange bench because Mace thought he was on his own. And that little player for Melbourne was McCarthy. Came off the interchange bench when another Melbourne player went off. And Mace wasn't aware of that fact. Keenan knocks it well, but Fiddler's there. Anticipated and read it beautifully. Driven it across here towards the centre, but oh, it's far too. There's another St Kilda player limping, and that was Cowie chasing that fellow, and Melbourne race into the goals, and I think this is home. A beautiful piece of football, and that goal kicker was Johnson again, and that's his 3rd goal.
Now the challenge clearly resting at St Kilda's feet now to try and get back in this match. Blease got the tap, taken away by Slattery. Now towards Duperuzal. O'Brien there too. Punched away by Ike across goal. Across the half-forward line. Gaunt tackling. Good play by Brown. Still battling. Gets a free kick. Well, he should have almost. For a bit of a nudge in the back. And a throw in. The Saints into attack. They need to score here. Punched away by Hewitt towards the boundary. Another throw-in. Melbourne 13-24, 102. St Kilda 13-10, 88. The Demons with 3 wins from 11 matches, and St Kilda with 2. O'Brien, a good hand pass. Well done. Taken away by the Demons. Saints still battling hard. Please, only played a half the game. He's been on interchange for the other half. Down towards the half-forward line, and the mark is taken by Hewitt. He could just about kick it. He's only 45 metres out from goal. So his 14th kick. It's swinging right back. Too far, or did it straighten up? Hit the post. Hit the post behind to St Kilda. 13-11. Melbourne 13-24.
11 minutes gone as Stephen Smith short passes and finds teammate out there. I tell you, that was a bit shaky. Zantuck took it, kicked it in the man in the mark and got himself into trouble. And the ball's back here, but it's an easy mark to Zantuck. This is St Kilda's problem. The lack of forwards. Mark Scott has done pretty well. There's the ball coming back to Keel. Steadies. Gets a kick down towards the forward line, but Johnson sets himself, knocks the ball ahead of him, out here towards McCarthy. It's back to Johnson, back towards Gerard Healy. A long hand pass will come out to another Melbourne player, and he goes down the centre, and that was Seddon. Seddon drives towards half forward. Giles is there, the ball thumped away. Robert Flower is there, steadies, gives a hand pass across to Giles. Trevor Barker thumps him over, and a good bump too, and it's picked up by the Hassel. He drives it to the wing. There's a chance for Keel to pick it up in the way through, but the bounce didn't favour him. Chance for Keel again. A long hand pass, but it's all Melbourne. Seddon's got it. His kick is back towards the half-forward line, and it's a mark to St Kilda, and it's been taken for them by Glenn Brown.
You're right, Ian. Back on play 20 seconds ago, I counted 6 Melbourne players to 2 of St Kilda. In the centre, Cunningham tapped it over to Barker. May even come off yet, you never know. Persistency wins out. It has come off. Barker's probably kicking towards centre half forward, and the mark is taken by Hewitt. Out wide, Cowie. He can walk in. Takes a deep breath, and he's kicked St Kilda's 14th goal.
13 minutes gone in this last quarter, and Melbourne lead 102-95. The Saints won't give up, although they're undermanned. Big Keenan grabs it, drives it up towards centre half forward. Over the head of the pack, Jackson is there, so is Little Fiddler. And I think the umpire says he will ball it up. The Giant getting up off them was Jackson. Little Fiddler was underneath. Batterson was also in it. It's only 30 metres away from the Melbourne goal. Jackson goes for it. Takes it out of the hair of him. Threw it. Oh, umpire, you should have seen that one. And it's picked up in the meantime by Hutchison, having a lot of trouble getting a kick. And there's good play here as the little fellow, and that is Meehan. Gets the ball out to Barry Breen. He's out into the open. St Kilda out of trouble momentarily. He drives it up towards the centre wing. Trying hard as Elphingston, got a hand pass straight into the hands of Seddon. His kick is misdirected. Trevor Barker is there to knock the ball away and to get it out of trouble. A hand pass. They're out of trouble. Meehan gets it up towards the half-forward line, but the ball's thumped away from O'Brien, but there's plenty of Melbourne players. Healy's caught with it. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien's brought to the ground, and the umpire said he was pushed in the back, and look at Duper Roosel.
And listen to those St Kilda supporters. O'Brien, play on is the call. Batterston wasn't quite ready for it. Is though. Over the top to Wilson. Hutchison. Back to O'Brien. A long kick up towards Jackson. Breen has played a superb game today. Out wide to Elphingston. He's outnumbered though. Flower is there. Good play by Flower to tap the ball, or Seddon was clean bowled by that. Flower gives it back to Seddon. Number 29, Dixon, was in the hands of the trainers a moment ago, but he's up and about now. Giles. There seem to be more Melbourne players on the ground. Hutchison, the bounce, and they'll clear the ball away. Fiddler, he's played well. Still playing well. Hutchison. O'Brien, a proper little kick. Batterston's marked at centre half forward, but too far out to score. Melbourne 102, St Kilda 95.
Melbourne's got a bit more teamwork than St Kilda. They're always bringing the ball back into their forward line, and St Kilda under pressure. They trail by 7 points at the 16-minute mark. A short pass coming up. Will he grab it? Yes. Now, where was his opponent? That was O'Sullivan, a winger. And Hodges, I think, what might have been his opponent, left him too much open space. This fellow was only 35 metres out, straight in front. He has not kicked a goal for Melbourne as yet. Melbourne lead by 7 points. He's a left-foot kick. Good long kick. Looking good.
Melbourne 14-24, 108. St Kilda 14-11-95. Keenan. Batterston's coming into the game now. He's been fairly quiet. Hutchison onto Keenan. From a standing start up to Giles. Dropped the sitter. Cox. Persistency. Spooted out to Flower. A call from Batterston at centre-half forward. He's going to ignore that and go down towards Jackson. Jackson. Oh, nearly. He's going to pay it, or is there a free kick? We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a free kick against Melbourne to be taken by Barker.
He kicks it out to the half-back flank, looking for Hassel, and has found him. The umpire's going to send it back because there's a 15-metre penalty involved. Matter of fact, the wrong player took it. It's going to go to Fiddler. So Fiddler gets it, plays on, gives it to Barker. They might have messed this up. No, he got out of trouble. Good play. Give it back to Hewitt. Hewitt gives it back to Barker. Barker goes to the forward line and has found a good bit of football out there. The mark has been taken out there by number 28, and I think you'll find that Meehan.
Out towards Scott. Punched away by Smith. Through the packet goes. Slattery all right onto the chest of Vic. Lucky he was there, otherwise it would have been a certain goal. He's going to get a free hand pass anyway for a push. Gaunt. Out wide to Wilson. Gets a good bounce eventually. Scrubbed the old kick though. Out wide to Dixon. Now it's Flower, in fact, on the far side in the sun. Hutchison. And Melbourne's teamwork really standing up in this torrid last quarter. Oh, there's nobody home for St Kilda whatsoever. Get towards centre-half forward. High kick down towards Croswell. Croswell's marked it. It was Dixon who kicked that. Couldn't pick him up for the moment. Oh, there are Melbourne players running everywhere. And Healy is marked only 25 metres out right in front. He's kicked 3.
All in the first quarter.
Melbourne by 13 points. Only his 9th kick. Been a prolific goal scorer for Melbourne this year. And the clock showing 20 minutes could almost settle the issue, this one. That's right through the centre. Melbourne's 15th goal.
20 minutes gone in this last quarter, and Melbourne now lead by 19 points. And St Kilda undermanned, but they're still fighting on as the ball is kicked down by Keel, but a mark has been taken from Melbourne by Zantuck. He's in the back pocket and he ran into one of his own players. I think it was Stephen Smith. But he's still got the ball. Remembering that St Kilda have got no emergencies to bring on the field at all. No interchange players. There's the kick coming across towards O'Sullivan. And he and Cunningham had a great battle today. And I'm going to give the honours to the young Melbourne newcomer, O'Sullivan. And by gee, that's no mean feat. I think he's beaten Cunningham on the day. He's kicked it up. And Jared Healy's come into the game in this quarter a bit because he's been out on his own. He hasn't had Barker on his hammer all day. There's a chance for Croswell. Done very well today. Grabbed by the legs. A good tackle. The umpire said a holding the ball decision. Oh, look at Brent. Oh.
Brent has erupted. Cox, half-back flank. Blees in front. O'Brien. Spooned out of the pack to Batterston, onto Healy. More legs in the Melbourne team at the moment. On to Hutchison. Back to Healy. Will line up and seal it. Oh, great kick. Oh, it swung back beautifully for a goal. That's his 5th and his 2nd goal in 2 minutes to seal the match for Melbourne.
And it was only in that last quarter that Melbourne did seal it with 8-4 to 1-1 after 3 quarters in which, at the end of each, the margin was less than a goal. Melbourne by 3 points at quarter time, 5 points at half time, and the Saints headed them off to lead by 2 points going into the last quarter, but Melbourne pulling away to win by 43 points. For the winners, 5 goals to Healy, having a great season, 3 each to Jackson, Wilson and Johnson. For the Saints, 5 to Mark Scott, 3 to Mace and 2 to Packham. Well, now here are some more great action from today's 2 games.
Charlotte. The knock on by Cowie. He's done some good things today. And now St Kilda from Mace fires for goal and has scored their third. Ick wrong foots himself this way, that away. Gets a nice call from Johnson. Open goal, 20 metres out, and has missed. No, he's kicked it. And the teamwork by the Saints has been very good today. Duperuzal back on after a mild concussion. Scott battling nicely down the keel. Open goal, 20 metres out, and that's been the play of today so far down here for Moorabbin. Now Batterston up towards half forward. A chance for Jackson. Taps the ball down nicely. The crossball, open goal, and it's all happened in about 20 seconds into the third term.
Charging through is Gaunt. Keel gets the ball. Steadies. Cowie gets the ball across to Mace. Should go straight for goals, and he does. And he has put it through for a behind, I think. It's a goal. And a chance, as we see McCarthy there, but finally Hewitt drives up the full forward. Can Scott get underneath it? It's bounced through! Goal! Cunningham's got the ball, but didn't favour him. Knocked away by O'Brien. Picked up by O'Sullivan. Kicked it wide and found Wilson, who has been a magic player for Melbourne today. And his long kick is up towards the full forward position. It's another goal, I think. And it is.
Almost caused some interference. Now Cunningham from half-back gets the handball across. Nicely taken by Hewitt. Through the centre he goes. A skimming pass. Oh, Scott!
Well, now to our weekly